Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman might be some of the most popular characters in the DC universe, but will they become super friends? Let's check out Trinity #1 and see if that's the case. What's up everybody, I'm Stan and welcome to Detail Comics, where we go over comics in detail. In this iRate review, I'm going to talk about Trinity #1. So this is the newest comic book, and this is from Francis Manapul, who did both the writing and the art style, and it's really not necessarily what I would expect. Personally, I was thinking it was going to be a bit more of like a conflict, superheroes kind of fight and then become friends book, but this is really just Lois being very proactive and helping out her husband. And what I mean by that is that we open the book and we see, Wonder Woman basically stepping out of a jet with a wild boar over her shoulder. We see Batman leaping out of his plane, followed by a trail of bats, very Batman-esque. And what is this all for? This is because Lois invited them to dinner. So basically, she realizes that her husband, Clark Kent, Clark Smith, Superman, is a man out of his own world and needs the reliance and friends that he can find in this universe. With that in mind, she reaches out to the rest of the Trinity, Wonder Woman and Batman, to see if she can bring them into the fray and make sure that he can connect, tear down the walls that he's built up for so many people in this particular universe. And while Batman's a little bit cold in the shoulder and Lois is a little bit worried about the situation with Diana since she loved the previous New 52 Superman, overall they get over it relatively quickly and they start warming up to each other. And this is a great book for exploring that kind of relationship between those characters and putting them in conflict and then ultimately creating that bond that becomes the Trinity. It becomes the central focus point of the Justice League. And I think that the writing of Francis Manapul in this respect is very good. While the art, on the other hand, it's very clear-cut, it's very stylized, I really like it, but overall there are a few little nitpicks that I could have there, but for a book that it feels like it's going to be a very small miniseries. It feels like a book that you're going to tell over, 5 or 6 issues, and I haven't really got any confirmation on that, but it's just my gut instinct that this is going to be kind of a one-and-done, similar to Superman American Alien and things like that. But that doesn't mean that it's not a good book. If you want to see a little bit more of that personal flavor, you want to see more of that involvement between these 3 characters and how they develop a relationship in real time, this is going to be the book for you. It's something that I'm definitely going to stick with through to the end, simply because it's a really intriguing concept for me, and I'm wondering if that's going to be an intriguing concept for you. Overall, this is my review on Trinity #1, definitely a high recommendation, and as always, I want to hear what you have to say about it too, so hit me up in the comments down below. If you like what you see, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe down there to get more news, reviews, and commentary on comic books, comic book movies, comic book TV shows and games, and anything and everything inside the world of comics.